from US, Europe, Mexico, South America, Southeast Asia, anywhere else around the world. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So, no matter where you are joining from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. This channel is dedicated to sharing you the spiritual wisdom and human warmth found in the words of Chinese author Xuemo. So no matter where you are joining from, I hope you can feel a sense of peace, inspiration, and connection in this little corner of internet. Xuemo is one of the most prolific and inspiring authors from Western China. His story bridges Eastern wisdom and human universal human emotions, offering readers around the world deep insight and timeless inspiration. So, if you love meaningful stories, profound thoughts, and beautifully written books, you're absolutely in the right place. Reading is not only about getting knowledge, it's a way to nourish the soul, to remember who we are, and to discover peace and clarity. So don't just scroll past, my friend. Hit the follow button and subscribe our channel and stay with us. We go live different times every day, bringing you fun stories, inspiring talks, and good vibes. This is a space full of warmth, positivity, and love. So make you set a comment right here and give us a like and drop a comment below. If you have any questions, let's spend a wonderful time together right here. So today I'm going to sharing you one of the most popular books written by Chinese author Xuemo. Can you see the background behind me? This background, this picture is this gentleman is our author Xuemo. Mr. Xuemo is a spiritual writer from Western China, and Mr. Xuemo has been written more than 80 titles with over 300 editions and translated into more than 20 languages, including English, French, German, Russian, Japanese, Spanish, and so on. So this book, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart, is one of the collections of the essays and reflections by the writer Xuemo, with a unique perspective and insight. And the author Xuemo gently reminds us to maintain inner calm, to say farewell to the restless and anxious days of the mind, and to listen deeply to the voice of the soul's wisdom. The book is written in a simple and clear and heartfelt languages. The book speaks directly to the heart. It inspires today's busy people to draw wisdom and reflection from everyday life, so that they may cultivate a heart that truly belongs to themselves. So reclaim the throne of your heart. This book, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart. Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart is a book that teaches how one can truly allow the heart to return to its rightful owners. Hi viewer, welcome to our live stream. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah. So let's continue talk about the book. Okay. So those who have read Mr. Xuemo's book, hi, Rosie, nice to meet you. Okay. So those who have read Mr. Xuemo's book, The Luminal Muhammadja, Sudden Enlightenment, and The Luminal Muhammadja, the essence of mind training, may understand that all spiritual cultivation can be summarized in three questions. The number one, how can we recognize the true heart? How do we abiding in the true heart? And how do we skillfully apply the true heart? These three questions also deeply reflect through this book. In ancient times, Practitioners often use metaphor of herding an ox to describe their journey of cultivation. The classic tank ox herding pictures vividly illustrated the the state of taming the heart. The inner the inner ox is our oh my, is unruly at first, frequently causing the troubles, yet through the skillful guardians of the herdsman, it slowly becomes gentle and obedient, eventually merging in honest. So, my friend, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This is Louis from Western China. Today, I'm going to sharing your book, how to become the master of our mind, how to become the master of our destiny. So, when you read the book, you can get a lot of guidance from our author Xuemo. Reclaim the throne of your heart is the bestseller list on the Eastern philosophy on Amazon. Okay, this book is a collection of contemporary Chinese essays written by author Xuemo. This is Louis from Western China. If you're new here, don't forget to follow our channel. Okay, this book it will give you the guidance how to become the master of your mind. So this book is a structure into 4 parts plus an appendix focusing on the spiritual dilemmas of modern people, drawing on the author Xuemo's 20 years of experience in practicing Muhammadja yoga. And the book explores themes such as impermanence, the essence, the essence of life, and bondages by desires, mm, and propose a path to spiritual liberation through the practice of renunciation. The book is written in a simple and easy to understand style. The work explains the subject of the spiritual autonomy by integrating the author's life wisdom, including a modern interpretation of Buddhist view. Attachment Attachment is the cause of bondage to freedom. Mr. Xuemo is our author Xuemo, the writer of this book. Mr. Xuemo is a renowned spiritual writer and realized being from Western China. And this book is translated by Dr. Yoteswa Kuma, the professor of Bath University from UK. This book is a spiritual cultivation work written by Xuemo through concise and plain languages. Based on his years observing life, reflecting on existence, and awakening to the inner self. The practice taught in this book can transform people's mind, can also transform their actions, and further change their destiny. For readers pursuing a deeper meaning in life, this book offers comprehensive philosophical wisdom and is truly a book for modern people. So this book is the second collection of spiritual essays specially written for modern people by the renowned spiritual writer and realized being Xuemo. Hi, my friend Taha. Nice to meet you. Taha, okay, so I'm so happy to see you again. And the first collection of this book, and the first collection, okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, Taha. Okay, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah. So, um, let's continue to talk about the book. So this is the first collection of the Mindful Yoga series written by Chinese author Xuemo, and Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart is the second collection of the Mindful Yoga series written by Chinese author Xuemo. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm from China. Yeah, I'm from China. So, okay, Western China. Have you ever been China, my friend Tahat? Okay, so here is very near the Gobi Desert. It's very near the Gobi Desert. Okay, here it is a desert called Tanger Desert. Tanger in Mongolia, it means heaven. It means heaven. Okay, can you show me that? Okay, you mean Muhammad, yeah, Muhammad, yeah. So a Jesus, a Jesus. I don't know. Can you show me that, my friend Tahat? Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? So before you give me the answer, I just continue to talk about the books, okay? This is the second collection of the spiritual essays specially written for modern peoples by the renowned spiritual writer and realized being Xuemo. Yeah, with sharp insight, Mr. Xuemo observed that the mind of modern people fluctuates violently according to the values of the times and even swear away by the harmful popular ideas and preference. Based on this, drawing from his 20 years close to Muhammad yoga practice. Yeah, okay, you have a girlfriend. So is that your pen mail? Is that your pen mail or your girlfriend? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Beijing, okay, our author Sherman was invited to take the lectures in Shanghai and Beijing right now. So tomorrow our author Sherman will come back to our academy. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Is your girlfriend Chinese or any other countries, my friend Tahat? So, okay, pen part. Okay, got it. Yeah, I got that. I got that. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book, okay? Okay. Based on this, join from our author Shema's 20 years close to Muhammad yoga practice and the wisdom gained from life. And the wisdom gained from life, our author Shema tell us how to say goodbye to an anxious mind and how to truly own a heart that belongs to ourselves. Yeah. So that's the book, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart. And this book is profound yet simple and directly to the heart, characterized by simplicity, purity, and authenticity. This is an essential reading. This is essential reading for modern life and spiritual practice. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, me, you too, my friend Tahat. You too. So Tahat, have you ever subscribed our channel? If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more updates and for more wisdom books. You're so kind, Tahat. Thank you so much. Yeah. So reading this book, we provide a reference for our busy modern life and offer a little inspiration and reveal another possibility of awakening. And the wisdom of the renowned spiritual writer Xuemo is a gift for all those who feel lost. Okay, Tahak, nice to meet you. Where are you from, my friend Tahak? Yeah. So let's reclaim the throne of your heart. Oh, okay, that's so great. That's so great. I thought your name is so similar. Yeah. So reclaim the throne of your heart means possessing. Are you from Europe? Holland. Yeah. Holland. Are you from Holland? Yeah. So reclaim the throne of your heart means possessing a mind that can be autonomous and letting the wisdom illuminate. Yeah, you are the subscriber. Yeah, you know that. So are you from Holland? Yeah, yeah, I remember you, my friend Tahat. Okay, how's anything? It's the it's almost the midnight in Holland, yeah. Because it's about 8 hours late in Europe. Now in China it's about 8:17 in the morning. Yeah. Now it's about the midnight in Holland, yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, Tahak, have you ever take a copy of book for reading or author's work? Wow, it's it's so late. Okay, You're an hour, okay? You're an hour, midnight hour. Yeah. So in China, in ancient China, we often sleep before 11 o'clock. So that is if we there is only one God. Yeah, yeah. Okay. You know that in China, we have to sleep before 11 o'clock due to our physical health. Yeah. And then you know that a lot of Chinese people, wow, that's so great. That's so great. Yeah. And Lao Tzu is one of them. And Lao Tzu is one of them. Yeah. And Lao Tzu is one of them. And and the Sakamuni is one of them. Yeah. And the Jesus is also one of them. Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book, my friend. Hi, viewer. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Sherman is an enlightenment teacher. Enlightenment teacher, you know that. So our author Sherman, he was always said, all his writing, he just want to beneficial to the sensual beings. He just want to help the people to got the clarity, to find the clarity in the chaos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lao is one of them. Yeah. And actually, Mr. Xuemo, he always said he just a writer. He just a writer want to help the people to find the clarity. And in China, according to the Oriental wisdom, so if we follow our teachers, guardians, we can also become an being. Enlightenment being. So there is some kind of matter in Oriental. Okay. So let's continue to talk about this book. Reclaim the throne of your heart means possessing a mind that can be autonomous, letting wisdom illuminate the showed. So many people, yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, Taha, have you ever met our author Xuemo? Mr. Xuemo will go to join the Franco Book Fair in October 2026 this year. Yeah, after the maybe it's in October 8th or 10th, our author Xuemo will, was invited to take the lectures in Franco Book Fair. Yeah. So if you have time and you can go to the Franco Book Fair to meet our author Xuemo, okay? Our author Xuemo was invited to take the lectures in Franco Book Fair 2026 October, yeah. So uh, he doesn't want actually our author Xuemo has become, how to say that? Okay, you know that to be an enlightenment being, they are mm, how do I say that? How do I say that? So Mr. Schumer's achievement is much higher than a lot of enlightenment being. You know that? So yeah. You know that the enlightenment being is just like it just like we just find the light. Don't lie to me, okay? Yeah, of course. I won't lie to you. I just organize the languages, okay? So for example, the enlightenment being is different. All the enlightenment beings are different. Some of them just find the light. Some of them just find the light. For example, for example, we are in dark room. We are in dark room. Yeah, of course. I just learned the how to say that. I just learned the knowledges from our author's book, and sometimes our author's asks us to take the meditation. Actually, we didn't. There's another kind of meditation. We call that visualization. We call that visualization. So it's much higher than the meditation. So, what is the difference between the meditation and visualization? Do you know that? uh, yeah, a lot of this kind of so-called enlightenment master. So when you how to say that when you see the enlightenment master, you can judge them by their actions, and some of them just talking about the languages. Okay, you know that the action is much bigger than the languages. The action is much bigger than than the languages. Yeah. They want to become okay like a god. Okay, actually Tahat is different methods about is different philosophy. Is different philosophy. Okay, in China, in Oriental and the European and the Western philosophy is a little different, but there's only one truth. There's only one truth. Okay, only one truth. You know that. So some of the enlightenment master, yeah, I know you now, my friend, I know you. Okay, actually, so the action is much bigger than the languages. You know that, Tahat. So if you want to judge them as an enlightenment master, you can judge them by their actions. So if their actions are want to beneficial to the sensual beings, yeah, I would pray for you, my friend. Yeah, yeah. So I is your girlfriend from China, or also from Holland, or also from Holland, The Hague? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I will do that. Okay, may I know your girlfriend's name, please, Tahat? Okay, may I know your girlfriend's name, please, my friend? Oh, 100% China. Yeah, that's great. Okay, may I have your girlfriend's name? So, okay, let's continue to talk about the book. Hi, viewer. Okay, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah. So many people has transformed their destiny through this book. Okay, it's okay. Okay. So do you want me to how to say that during my morning exercise I have to pray for you, Tahar, and your girlfriend? Yeah. Okay. It's okay. So okay. Yeah. So Tahar, you love her? You love her? Mm, okay. I will pray that you will be together. Okay. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. Reading this book, we provide a reference for our busy modern life and offer a little inspiration and reveal another possibility of awakening. The wisdom of the renowned spiritual writer is a gift for all those who feel lost. I know, I know Taha, you have already found your way, okay? Reclaim the throne of your heart means possessing a mind that can be autonomous. Mm, Do you love her? So you love everyone. You love all the sentient beings. Yeah, you're right. I know that. So many people. Okay, let's continue talk about the book. Okay, many people has transformed their destiny through this book. Most of them, after encountering Xuemo's work, first changed their mind and thus evaluated their destiny. So a person's state of the mind determines their destiny. When you let go of all attachment, not even a diamond can destroy your peace of mind. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, so we love all the sense beings, my friend. We love all the sense beings. Yeah. So only then does your heart that truly belong to yourself. Okay, let's continue talk about the book, my friend. This book, yeah, you're welcome, my friend Tahak. So this book, it can give you the guidance how to become the master of your destiny, how to become the master of your mind. So reclaim the throne of your heart is a wisdom guide that focus on the mind and the nature of the mind, and teaching modern individual how to transform from slave of the aspect world into master of their own mind. Mr. Xuemo, can you see the background behind me, Mr. Xuemo? Mr. Xuemo regard cultivating spiritual autonomy as the most important practice in life and distill the traditional Muhammadan yoga into a form of mindful yoga that is easily understood by contemporary readers. Yeah, yeah. You guys only the light of the God. So that's kind of praying. That's kind of praying. Okay. So yeah, I know that. You know that. In China, so we are always doing the visualization. Okay, we are always doing the visualization. So for example, your god are beyond your head, and the god is always shining to you, is always shining to you and give you the praise. Yeah, and give you the praise, how to say that, and the God is on your head and is shining you and give you the power. Okay, and give you the power. Okay, so that is some kind of the visualization. So the meditation is different. The meditation is only you just you didn't need you didn't need the faith. You didn't need the faith. Okay, you just anyone can do the meditation. So for the people who do the visualization, they have to get the faith. Okay, so first you have to find the teachers. Maybe just like Taha, you find your father. Okay, see you, Taha, my friend. Have a nice day. So, okay, when the people that lose life, they will ask the great questions of their life. So, what is life for, and why do I come into this world, and what am I living for? After I die, will anyone remember me beside my descendants? Are there things, I have done in this life worthy of praise? How am I different from all the ordinary, busy people in the world? And why do I exist at all? In this life, anyone is like a feather, blown about by the wind of karma, drifting without support of direction. But the young people often think that wandering is not frightening, and the great meaning of life is too distant and vague. So our author Xuemo, from a very young age, Mr. Xuemo has already discovered the impermanence. And this realization inspired Mr. Xuemo's entire life. It made Mr. Xuemo understand that what he ought to do in this life It is to write something beneficial to the world. So that is why our author Xuemo write more than 80 titles with over 300 editions. Yeah. So Mr. Xuemo is a very hardworking writer. Okay. He start his writing from 4 a.m. until 11 p.m. Yeah. Until 11 p.m. Yeah. So Mr. Xuemo said, my writing can help people become calm, clear, enjoyable. People are better off after reading them than before. That is what I consider beneficial. Some people read popular novels and only become more negative, empathy, or nothing, or get nothing at all. It is better not to waste precious time on such work. That is Asia. In Hi, called by Sharma. Nice to meet you. You mean the Joanna? Yeah, Joanna. Yeah. Is that lady called Joanna or Jan? Called by Sharma. Okay. Okay. She asked for a day off. She asked for day offs. Okay, there's some problems in her happens in her family. Yeah, my friend. Maybe she won't come back anymore. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, maybe I don't know. Um. So let's continue to talk about the book. Let's continue to talk about the book. Okay. So Mr. Sharma said, the benefit my writing bring to the world is what I call the reality eternal. Yeah, you're welcome. Quote by Summer. Okay. So to build something with relative eternal with within impermanence is what I mean by the things worth doing. In Mr. Sharma said, in my essays on the writer's spiritual cultivation, hi, gunfire, nice to meet you. Yeah, West. Yeah, West is the greatest artist, is the best artist this all the time. So what's the Kanye West work? Okay, can you can you show me that gunfire, my friend? Gunfire, yeah. So gunfire. This is Louis from Western China. I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you so much, my friend. Yeah. Kenya West. Okay, can you show me who is Kenya West, my friend? Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Okay, Mr. Sharma said, in my essays on the writer's spiritual cultivation, I wrote that the questioning of life's meaning in my youth once plunged me into terrible sense of disillusionment because because I discovered that the whole world is impermanent and nothing lasts forever. Mr. Sharma said, I didn't understand. If we all die in the end, what is the point of living? This disillusionment changed only after I encountered Buddhism. When I read the Lord Buddha sacrificing his body to feed a hungry tiger and giving his flesh to feed an hungry eagle, I suddenly found the meaning. I suddenly found the meaning. That meaning is spirit. You know that the tiger, the eagle, and the body have all turned to the dust, and the tiger, and the eagle, and the body will all disappearing. Okay, But that spirit carried through stories, carried through stories, has been passed down to people across thousands of years. It illuminates the heart, and many people thus attain liberation from suffering. This is the meaning. This is the meaning. But those who indulge in the sweetness of the mundane world and they feel awake never consider such questions. Only when life gradually reveals its true face do they begin to think about life. After all, youth, beautiful things, and loves are all change, none are eternal. Human beings transform constantly in the flow of time, full of endless energies when young, soon growing white hair, and their smooth skins wrinkling. People grow old day by day, and love fades from brilliance into ordinariness. People grow old, people grow dissatisfied with the dullness of life, marrying, having children, living an ordinary life, their joy and sorrow revolving around the house, one of two children or a few cards. Will life just slip away silently along this damned path? At this moment, the wise people, the wise people begin to ask the great questions of life. What is life for? And why did I come into this world? And what am I living for? After I die, will anyone remember me beside my descendants? Other, other things I have done in this life worthy of praise? How am I different from all the ordinary busy people in the world? And why do I exist at all? He will also realize that love is not the whole of life. Even this love, he wants to understand the great meaning of existence, his true value to the world, and his mission. Only then does he discover that this questioning is more important than love. He also finds that both work and family carry unavoidable suffering, raising children, raising prices, the need to earn faster to live better, pretty people award often being exploited. My friend, hi viewer, this is Louis from Western China. I'm here to share you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. This is one of the most popular works written by Chinese author Xuemo. It will give you the guidance there how to become the master of your mind, how to become the master of your destiny. Yeah. Okay, my friend, would you like to drink some water? So, only then does he discover this questioning is more important than love. He also finds that both work and family carry unavoidable suffering, the raising price, the need to earn faster to live better. Yeah, pretty people at work often being exploited. Yeah, couples who vow to grow old together, quarreling fiercely over small things after marriages, especially after having children. One unpleasant things follow another. This is what the Buddha called all conditioned things are suffering. All the conditioned things are suffering. Cigarette and the wine cannot dilute life suffering. All nice living cannot revere lifespan. Temporary success cannot hide it. Even the sweetness of love, even the sweetness of love cannot make up for life suffering. Whether we get what we pursue or not, suffering in life is suffering, is endless. Suffering is the very nature of our life. How I wish to be free from this endless pain. Once this thought arises, a faint sense of renunciation is born, and one begins to seek liberation. Why is life so full of suffering? Why? Because human desires keep expanding. As children, happiness is simple, but when people realize that they can possess many things, they always want more, always want a better life. That is okay, but this is the beginning of falling into the net. The so-called net is actually greed, hatred, delusion, pride, and jealousy. They confuse us, prevent us from attaining peace and liberation, leaving us feeling unfree yet helpless. My friend, if you're new here, don't forget to follow our channel. Yeah, this is Louis from Western China. You can subscribe our channel for more updates and for more wisdom books. You know that our author Xuemo has written more than 80 titles with over 300 editions. This is one of the most popular works written by Chinese author Xuemo and translated by Dr. Yotas Wakuma, the professor at Bath University from UK. So at this time, some pray to the Buddha, some pray to the God, and some pray to the Bodhisattva. And they pray for salvation. After beginning to reflect on life and pursue the truth of existence, it's especially when someone close suddenly passes away. They feel a strong shock, develop a sense of mission, and start searching for faith. When they see reality and friends who were talking and laughing yesterday and suddenly die today, they perceive the impermanence of life. A sense of life transcends arises, and they realize that they realize death is not far away. They may think, what will happen to the house he bought a mortgage? What about his wife and children? And what about his parents? Decades later, did anyone remember what a kind of person he was? I'm going to share you a story about a businessman in China, a very famous businessman in China. Okay, he got a lot of money. He got a lot of money, he got a lot of house, he got a beautiful car, he got many beautiful cars. Okay, and he hired a driver to drive the cars for him. He hired the drivers to drive the car for his wife and his son. He has a very beautiful wife. Okay, do you know what happens? Okay, after he passed away, all the things are not belong to himself. All the things are belong to his drivers. Yeah, his house are belonging to the drivers, and his wife also belong to the drivers, and his children also belong to his drivers, and his beautiful car also belong to his drivers, and the businessman just exhausted and die. Yeah, and all the things are not belong to himself. Yeah. So so we will also notice that the lawn before them was once a battlefield where the hero fought, filled with sword and blood. Yet today, it is a peace spot for picnics. It's a peaceful park for picnics. Those who struggle, disappointed, left no chase. In the face of life's impermanence, in the face of life's impermanence, what meaning do conflict and struggle they have beside bringing pain? It was precisely after witnessing death, repeatedly that Sakamuni felt deeply shaken, developed renunciation, gave up his throne, and began to see the truth. When you understand all this, when you understand all this, you will taste the suffering of the mundane world, slowly contemplating the pain of impermanence. You will see through the world, develop a strong sense of renunciation, and some will then begin to practice seeking the true liberation. Strengthen your faith with the power of vow, my friend. You must understand the world is impermanent. Anything is impermanent. Anything is impermanent. The life, it is a great illusion. When impermanence strikes, nothing is delightable except faith. All things are combined by causing and conditions, constantly changing. Therefore, you must make the great vows, using the power of commitment to strengthen your faith in practice. The beginners has not truly renewed in mind. Okay, the beginners have not fully mutual in mind. Their faith is weak. They may face many obstacles. For example, they give up many worldly pleasures, yet see no sign of liberation, no hope, no joy in practice. You know that Mr. Xuemo has an experience of taking the Muhammad's yoga practice for 20 years. Okay, Mr. Xuemo also seek no sign of liberation, no hope, no joy in practice. Okay, our original said that he just lied the pig to go to the curing to he just lied the pig are going to the curing factory, yeah. But when he wake up, he have nothing to do. He have to do the meditation. Okay, at this time, life may feel desolate, cold, tedious, and painful. No one guides them, no one shows the way. It is like sinking into sand, unable to move forward quickly. It was a painful stage, like the thirst without water. A pursuing a girl who remains cold for a long time, almost falling into despair. In dreams, they long for light and awakening, yet see no brightness, no warmth. Their hearts feel as if fallen into the snow fear. They cannot help asking, have I devoted myself fully only to get such loneliness and pain? Do I regret it? If regret arises at this moment, practice cannot be continued. Yeah. This is why regret is called the mind of retrogression. The greatest enemies of practice. For example, if you wholeheartedly pursue a girl who but are reject for a long time, continues may one day win her heart. But if you give up halfway, you lost the chance entirely. Practice is the same. Hi viewer, this is Louis from Western China. I'm here to sharing you the book written by Chinese author Xuemo and Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart. And this book, it can give you the guardian, to become the master of your mind, to become the master of your destiny. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more updates and for more wisdom books. Yeah. So, okay, if you have any questions, just send me the message and start the conversations, my friend. Yeah, let's continue to talk about the book. So, therefore, you must make the vows at the very beginning of your practice, swearing to reach a certain goal. Then, like someone deeply in love, take the Dharma, the truth, as the beloved of your whole life. Vow to follow it, to pursue it, whether it leads, whether awake or asleep. Whatever you do, whatever you do, maintain that enthusiasm, focus, passion, with such purpose, the concentration and devotion, you will be easily regret your choice. You will not easily regret your choice and develop the mind retrogression. You must understand, my friend, the world is impermanent. Life is a great illusion. When impermanence drives, nothing is relatable itself faith. All things are combined by the causes and conditions, constantly changing. Therefore, you must make the vows, using the power of commitment to strengthen your faith in practice. Even Even if you fall into poverty and become a beggar, you will not abandon you will not abandon your true faith and never regret when even when life is fading, you still practice, never craving wealth or pleasure, even if your body is abandoned in the wilderness after death. Without a noble funeral, you will not doubt your faith for a moment. This is the genuine, unconditioned faith, the thoughts of reparation. Hence the saying, faith is the mother of all merit. Without faith, there is no reparation. This faith naturally including self-confidence. So if you lack confidence, even if you truly awake one day, you will not dare believe it. Practice without self-confidence can easily fall into retrogression. For example, some people clearly love writing and have talent, but lack of confidence, believe they will never succeed, give up, and thus lost the chance to become the writers. I'm going to share you the story of our author Xuemo. So, Mr. Xuemo, about 20 years ago, Mr. Xuemo has training lessons in Wuwei City. In this city, Mr. Xuemo teach the student to how to write their articles. Okay, in one class, there are about 200 students in one class. Okay, and and one student only pay 1 yuan for the lessons to our author Xuemo. 1 yuan, yeah, and then about 50 students, they have very good talents in the training lessons. They have very good talents in writings in the training lessons. But after 20 years later, how many students are become the writers in these training lessons? Okay, only two students become the writers, and these two students are not in the best 50 students. Okay, these two students, they insist on their writing. They believe they will become the writer someday in future, and then these two students are become the youth writers in China. Okay, they are the students of our author Xuemo. One of them is Mr. Xuemo's son, Chen Yixing. Okay, he had already write 2 books. Another one is Mr. Xuemo's nephew, Chen Jianxing. He had already write 1 book. Yeah, so these two students are become the writers because they believe, they have the confidence. They believe they will become the writers someday in future. So that is very important for us to have the confidence. Okay, so therefore to to mean, to attain ultimate faith, you must make vows, preferably great vows. Great result, great vow, and the great power. A great vow is also a form of ambition. What is ambition? Ambition is a state of mind, a version that transcends one's current position and identity. When we are no longer satisfied with the present and pursue higher ideas, we have ambitions. For instance, when a farmer is unwilling to remain only a farmer, he has ambitions. He has ambitions. Yeah. So there are two kinds of ambitions right here. The self-serving ambitions is the worldly kind. For example, the money, fame, power, status, and so on. The another ambition is the altruistic ambition. The altruistic ambition is the noble aspiration. For example, the Russian writer Tolstoy wishing to change the world through literature. Confucius spreading benevolence to save the world. This is a noble aspiration, also known as Bodhisattva. Our author Xuemo said, in my views, all the altruism is the ultimate greatest form of self-benefit. In benefiting others, we perfect our own characters and evaluate our souls. Through this process, ordinary people can become great sages, and the mortal beings can become Buddhas. The one with the greatest ambition is the Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, whose great vow is until the hairs are empty, I shall not become a Buddha. Truly a vast vow, huh? Of course, you can also take the four immeasurable miles. Okay, that is what I do in before my morning exercise. The four take the four immeasurable miles. Okay, may all beings possess joy and the causes of joys. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Hi, Heaven Life, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Heaven Life. Okay? Of course, you can also take the four immeasurable minds. May all beings possess the joy and the causes of joys. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings abiding in the joy that is free from suffering and never separate from it. So may all beings abiding in the equanimity, free from discrimination and attachment. However, making empty vows without actions or worldly vows for promotion and wealth is meaningless. Our vows must benefit others and be matched by corresponding actions. Only then they are meaningful. Only then they are meaningful. Vow for transcendence that are not expressed in compassionate actions in this world produce no Marie and blessing. Blessing and Marie are coming from your actions. Okay, that's I always say your action is louder than languages. Yeah. So blessing and Marie come from your actions. You get blessing only by doing good, and you can get them by merely dreaming or sleeping. Yeah. Therefore, may the great vows plant the good causes and reap the good fruits. This is the virtuous cycle. This is the virtuous cycle, my friend. Hi, my friend. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. This is Louis from Western China. Yeah, this is Louis from Western China. Yeah. Hi, my friend. Welcome to our live stream. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah, my friend. So let's continue to talk about the book. Hi, GHS. Nice to meet you, my friend. How's anything? How's anything? Yeah. Okay, long time no see. So how about your works? Yeah, you retire? Yeah, congratulations. You retired your job. So you know you mean that you didn't write anymore? You didn't write anymore, and you told me that you write a lot of books. Yeah. So ZHS, what is your hobby? What is your hobby? What is your hobby? And what are you going to do after you retire your job, my friend? Yeah. So let's continue to talk about the book. Let's continue to talk about the book, okay? So therefore, make the great vows, plant the good causes, and reap the good fruits. This is a virtual cycle. This is a virtual cycle. Along the way, you must let go of certain things. Holding on is useless. Let go of fame, let go of profit, let go of indulgence. If you insist on sharply dividing yours and mine, it's hard to practice genuine kindness. In truth, nothing and no one lasts forever. And no one in history has lived without dying. And you know that the emperor of Qing dynasty in China, the kingdom of the Qing, and the first kingdom of Qing dynasty is called the Yingzheng, okay? He wanted to live forever. And he asked a lot of Taoists to find a way to live forever. And he sent a lot, and he sent a man with about thousands of girls to Japan to find a way to live forever. Okay? But what? And he passed away. And his emperor ends from the second generation. Yeah? So no one will live without dying. Even if you refuse to let go now, you must let go when your body perishes. Okay, so I'm going to share you a story about an old man, a rich old man in China. Okay, a rich old man in China. Um, After he was becoming old enough, yeah, and then he had to move to the nursing house just because his children didn't have time to take care of him, and he had to move to the nursing house. So when he was preparing the things to the nursing house, and then he found that he only can take some clothes and some money with him, and he take his whole life to collecting the best furniture, okay, and that's painting, and a lot of beautiful clothes they cannot carry with him. The only thing that he can carry is one, just because the nursing house only offering the man a very small room, okay, a table and a bed and a wardrobe, yeah. So the best furniture they can carry to the nursing house. A lot of painting collectors they cannot take to his nursing house, yeah. So actually, the only things we take to our life is just, and the destiny of our life is just a box. You know that? Do you know what I mean there? So refusing to release doesn't mean you can keep the things forever. Yeah, emperors and general of the past dynasty possess everything: glory, gold, jewels, beauty, territories. Yet when their bodies die or pass to others, external things change constantly. Your mind changes constantly. If you cannot let go, if you climb, if it's cleaning, you cannot attain reparation. Attachment is the mother of cyclic existence. Why do many people practice for a long time, yet experience little inner change? Just because they cannot let go. They cannot let go. Without letting go, without letting go, naturally, you cannot see your true nature. This is a fundamental issue. I have seen many practitioners who retreat for years, recite 10 million times of the mantra, yet still find in their retreat chambers. Yeah. Hi viewer, welcome to our live stream. This is Louis from Western China. Many who vote to benefit all parents among beings cannot even tolerate their loved ones, wasting present, wasting present life, tormenting and plotting against family members. Such people are not truly practicing. They are only deceiving themselves. Just as Master Tai Chi once wrote a poem, "My highest idea is the Buddha." My highest idea is the Buddha. Yeah. Perfection lies in characters. To perfect the human is to perfect the Buddha. This is the true reality. This is the true reality. Yeah, Master Tai Chi was right. Without cultivating characters, all transcendental practice is meaningless. Remember, to practice is to train your actions. Without expression in actions, all practice is empty. Therefore, in life, Mr. Sherman said, first, I require myself to be a good person, a good son, a good husband, a good father, a good writer. Only on this foundation can we speak to the transcendental practice. Yeah. So this is the book, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart, written by Chinese author Xuemo. So I'm going to share you good news about this book. Okay? Mastering Your Mind, Mastering Your Destiny. This book is Mr. Xuemo's new release on of Chinese writer Xuemo. So, Mr. Xuemo's latest English book, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart, has reached number one new release in Eastern philosophy on Amazon. Centered on the idea of mastering your mind to shape your destiny, the book addresses how individuals can build clarity, independence, and resilience in an age of information overload and constant pressure. The work presents a structured five steps framework focusing on cognitive awareness and personal development. It guides readers through accept external influences, clarify personal values, strengthen self-observation, improve concentration and insight, and refine behavioral patterns in daily life through a practical and systematic approach. The book aims to help readers reduce emotional drain, enhance decision-making capacity, and maintain mental clarity in complex environment. So, Mr. Xuemo has published more than 80 titles, with his work translated into over 20 languages. In recent years, several of his titles received international literary awards and has drawn widespread interest in major global culture events, including the Frankfurt Book Fair, the London Book Fair, Miami Book Fair, and so on. And Mr. Sherman's writings are increasingly recognized in the field of the international literature and cross-cultural study. The release of this new book marked a further expansion of his work into the area of personal development and cognitive management. Now I'm going to read some part about this book for you, okay? I'm going to read some, okay? So, the word is a tool for turning the mind. The word is a tool for turning the mind. I have experienced three profound breaking in my life. The first was breaking my attachment to the illusion of life. In the past, I believed that life belonged to me. I cherished everything about myself. I enjoy eating and I love many things. Then my younger brother passed away at the age of 27. Watching him deteriorate, deteriorate from a strong, a vibrant young man to someone I buried with my own hand was a turning point. I, I thought to myself, I'm the artist. And he is the second. If faith has transferred even a small portion of his unit to me, uh, I might have disappeared too. Suddenly, I realized how fragile life is. None of us know when our time will come. There is a screw, there's a screw specimen in my home, a gift from a friend. Whenever I see it, I'm, remind, I'm reminded that I could become a screw at any time, at any moment. And this realization dissolved my attachment to many aspects of realities. I become I became focused on completing what I need to do before my hair turned into a screw. And this perspective changed the way I live. When I read, I prioritize the books most essential for my life. Books I would books I would regret not reading if I were to die tomorrow. I approach everything in the same way. I might die. If I might die tomorrow, I will make sure to do what I will regret leaving undone today. The same applies to my writing. Each day, I quickly finish what needs to be written, ensuring I can rest peacefully at night. As for dream, unless I deliberately practice dream cultivation, I rarely dream. My heart is at ease and my sleep is undisturbed. Thus, death broke my attachment to life and granted me a profound sense of autonomy. The inevitability of death frames everything I do. Then I intend in conflicts with others. I remind myself it doesn't matter. Soon both of us will be nothing but bones. And such dispute will lose all significance. When others chase after official position, I remind myself those those positions will become meaningless when the death arrives. Death told me that Death told me how to make meaningful choices. Okay? The second attachment I broke was the literary world. For many years, before I understand, I learned to entire the scale of Chinese literary world. Eventually, I did, but I soon discovered it was neither as scale nor as noble as I had imagined. Disillusioned, I found myself unable to write for 2 years. When I completed my studies at the Luxing Academy of Literature and board the chain living Beijing, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief, a feeling of escape. I was like a wander deer, fleeting a hunter, desperate to retreat to a quiet, desolate peace to hear my word. As soon as I returned home, I entered the Zen hall where I usually practice meditation. I immersed myself in meditation for years, unwilling to come out. For the 2 whole years, I wrote nothing. My wife grew anxious and exclaimed, if Sakamuni didn't have the Tripitaka, would he still be considered a Buddha? She wanted me to resume writing. Her work carried a sense of urgency and a push for me to reconnect with my path. Later, I realized that the literary world was as bleak, as black as I have once thought. There was, there was so, there are many good people within in, within it. Over time, I won numerous awards, often without even knowing the judge. This proved to me that there is a bottom line in the Chinese literary world. When your works surpass a certain standard, a garner genuine recognitions. A teacher once told me that judge primarily focus on the quality of the work. If someone attempts to use a small amount of money to swear a judge's conscience, it will not result in an award. Many judges trust their version and integrity, guided by their conscience. To this day, I still believe that Chinese literary world hold great promise. It was only it was only after experiencing the disillusionment and the subsequent shattering of my earlier idealism that I could develop a more balanced and objective views of literary world. The third breaking in my practice was in my practicing was in my practice. For about 5 years, I would wake up at 3 o'clock every morning and sit at my desk, unable to write a single word. I was dissatisfied with my previous writing style. Can you imagine that as a writer who have written more than 80 titles with over 300 editions, Mr. Xuemo cannot write a single word for totally 5 years. Yeah. I learned to create a new approach, one where words will flow rather than be writing. Here for 5 years, not single word flowed. In response, I returned to the Zen practice. I had to break myself apart, retrain my mind, and allow my soul to shine. Hi, viewer, I'm here to share in the book written by Chinese author Xuemo, Reclaim the Throne of Your Heart. This is one of the most powerful works written by Chinese author Xuemo. So, and this book, it gives us the guidance how to become the master of our mind, how to become the master of our destiny. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel and take a copy from Amazon. Amazon, we have a promotion on Amazon. The Kindle editions of this book only take you $1 only for the day. Yeah. And the printed action from this book is about $25. Yeah. So if you love the feeling of holding a book in your hand, so you can take a copy of the printed version for reading, my friend. Okay. So let's continue to talk about the book. Only then could the wisdom and the light within me flow naturally through my pen. This process, demanding profound transformation, took 5 years. You know that our author Seamus used 5 years to find the writing way, okay, to let the wisdom flow to his fingertips. One day, I decided to let go of literature entirely and resolved never to think about it again. This my mind freed. I fully immersed myself in spiritual practice, using the method of sitting meditation. I came my thought, and just when I gave up on literature, wow, I understand. In the liquidation literature, the door of my mind opened, and the entire world began to flow from my pen. Words like the desert rice, desert hunter, and the vertical path all emerge in this way. Okay? Hi, view. This is Louis from Western China. I'm here to study the book written by Chinese author Xuemo. So thank you so much for coming with me. I have to go. Okay? See you later, my friend. See you later. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Okay, see you. Have a nice day. Goodbye. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Yeah.